So grabbing what we need for our practice today. If you want to grab on your blocks, your strap, pillow. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to start on our backs today. So starting on our backs, if you want a pillow between your low back and the floor, then feel free to use that. Have a strap close to you and have a block close to you within arm's reach, within our arm's distance. So, because we'll use those things when we're on our backs. Let's go ahead and lay it down on our backs. And like I said, if you want some support underneath your low back, then feel free to put like a small pillow or something underneath there. And we've got our knees bent, we've got our feet flat on the floor. Let's go ahead and take right hand on belly and then left hand on forehead. And this is just going to help us slow everything down, quiet everything. And with that hand on belly, we're actually able to feel the breath going in and out. You can also put hand up on like the diaphragm too, if that feels better for you. And then hand on forehead is just the skin to skin right there. Able to feel maybe a little bit of warmth from your head. Maybe you're even feeling a pulse. I don't know where you could be feeling a pulse at. Maybe your fingertips, I don't know. But this is just practicing a little bit of interoception, meaning that we are in touch with our bodies. We are recognizing that we can feel what's going on the outside of our body and the inside of our body. So the breath, the heartbeats, but at the same time, we can feel our own skin. And just breathing, slowing everything down, quieting everything here. Getting ready for the practice today. Let's go ahead and switch the hands. So let's take our left hand to either belly or rib cage, and then right hand to the forehead. And breathing deeply here. And you can make as much noise with that breath as feels good for you. Sometimes it feels good to do that deep breathing, laying on our backs. And trying to get that as long, as big of an inhale as you can, as much air in. And then try and get as much air out. Oh, just feel an expansion in those lungs, front lungs, back lungs. There, it's all the same lungs, but you can feel it in different spots. Front of the lungs, back of the lungs, in your back rib cage, front rib cage. Very good. Nice. And then we could just put our arms off to our side. Just like we do our windshield wipers on when we're sitting, we're going to do some windshield wipers as we're lying here on the floor. So we can take our feet a little wide, maybe as wide as the mat. They don't have to be that wide. But let's begin to drop those knees from side to side. And on this one, we are keeping our feet planted. Yeah. Just dropping that from side to side. This is going to begin to get some blood flowing. It's also begin to warm up that low back, those hips, those glutes. Just taking that from side to side right here. Good. And not forgetting about that breath. We've invited it in already, so now we're going to use it for the rest of the practice. Just that nice inhale and that nice exhale. Very good. And then let's find some stillness here. Bring our feet back together. We're gonna reach behind our right thigh. Actually, go ahead and grab your strap since it's close to you. Let's grab our strap and let's take our strap around our right foot. Pull that in. And then let's go ahead and bring that leg in, right leg in. Left knee is still gonna stay bent here for a little while. So left knee is pulled in, giving that a nice big hug. Oh goodness. And then we're going to flex through our foot and press our heel towards the ceiling. Now your leg doesn't have to straighten here. Our legs are still pretty cold. Hamstrings are still pretty cold, so your leg doesn't have to straighten. But we're using that strap to hold that leg up, to bring that leg up. And then if you can, point the toe and flex the foot. I know it might feel awkward with that strap. You might not be able to do it with the strap. That's okay. Then you don't have to do that pointing and flexing. But if it's available to you, if you can do it while holding that strap, just a little bit of pointing and flexing of the foot will be super helpful here. Good. We've got our hands on the strap. We can bring some stillness back to that foot now. Now we're going to take our leg and pull that strap towards us. So we're pulling our leg towards us. And then we're going to slowly lower that leg down just as much as that strap will let you. And then go ahead and pull that leg towards us and lower that strap down. So lowering the leg down. Now let's go ahead and inhale, pull the leg towards us. And exhale, lower that down. Again, inhale, lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. One more time. Getting an arm workout here too. Inhale, pull this up. And exhale, lower this down. Good, and a neck workout. Go ahead and inhale, pull this up, pull this towards you. We can release that strap, have our hands behind our right thigh, and use our arms to pull that leg in now. So we're using the arms to pull the leg in, and we're keeping our upper body lifted. I don't know about you, I'm feeling it in my neck today, so it's a little bit challenging, neck and jaw. But again, we're warming everything up. Let's add our ankle to our thigh. So right ankle to that left thigh, and now we can release that upper body down. Go ahead and press, press that right inner thigh away. Ah, hello. Beautiful, Miss Figure 4 stretch. Love it. Inhale deeply here. And exhale it out. Very nice. And we can release our right leg. Let's go ahead and take our strap around our left foot. Let's keep that right knee bent. And let's go ahead and use that strap to help pull that left leg in towards our chest and give that a nice big hug. Oh, wow. Goodness. All right, let's begin to flex our foot. And let's go ahead and begin to press our leg towards the ceiling. Just straighten that. It doesn't have to straighten all the way, but straighten it as much as we can. And if you can, pointing and flexing that foot. So pointing and flexing if it's available. Again, if your strap isn't letting you, if the strap moves too much, then you don't have to point and flex that foot. Good. Find some stillness in that foot, and we're going to begin to straighten our leg down. So let's go ahead and straighten that leg down and then lift that leg up. Oh yeah. Let's do that again. And if you want to keep your upper body lifted, you can do that as well. That's an extra challenge here. And lift that up. Let's add in that breath. So let's inhale it down and exhale it up. Inhale it down and exhale it up. Inhale it down and exhale it up. And inhale it down and exhale it up. Good, you can release that upper body right there. Very nice. Good, let's go ahead and release that strap. Take our left ankle to our right thigh, and let's go ahead and press that thigh away. Ah, yeah. And breathe this here, inhaling and exhaling. Very good. Release that. So grab your block. Hopefully you've got that block within the arm's distance as well. Let's do a little bit of back stuff. So let's do a little bit of bridge work here. Let's line our feet up with our knees with our hips. We've got that block in between those knees to engage our thighs the whole time. Let's go ahead and lift our pelvis up towards the ceiling and lower this down. So now we're engaging that spine a little bit more and the front hip flexors, glutes, and lower this down. Let's inhale and lift this up and lower this down. And inhale and lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. And inhale and lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. And one more time, inhale, lift this up. And exhale, lower this down. The next one, we're gonna hold it up. So let's go ahead and inhale, lift this up and hold. Patches thinks that it's nap time. It's not nap time. Holding this up and breathe it here. Inhaling and exhaling. And this is true cat yoga. Just hold this breathing, hold this bridge. I don't know if you've ever seen goat yoga, but they do stuff like this with goats. That's super heavy. She's like 5 pounds. It's fine. Goats? No. Nope. Can't. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And then let's go ahead and slowly lower pelvis down towards the floor. Very nice. And we can go ahead and release that. Good job. Let's drop our knees over to one side. Take ourselves onto our sides. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up into a seated cross-leg pose. So simple seated cross-leg. If you want some height for our seated cross-leg, go ahead and take that. We're going to be here not for a very long time, but we'll be here for enough time to get a good extra hip flexor stretch if that's what you want to do. And I do want to do that. I want to have extra height for my hip flexors. And let's go ahead and sit ourselves up nice and tall right here. Ooh. And maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side because we're going to add in our torso circle. So as that rock begins to turn into a nice torso movement. So circling that torso. Catches. 5. Keep circling that torso and circle it. And then let's go ahead and circle it the other way. Oh, yeah. And then let's bring this back to center. Let's go ahead, inhale and sweep those arms up. Let's drop our right arm down and reach over with the left. So reaching that and lengthening through that. Good. Oh. Maybe you're able to twist that belly and rib cage open towards the ceiling a little bit. As we are lengthening here, let's inhale and sweep this up and take it down to the other side. So left arm down, reach this over. And again, thinking about that rib cage, belly twisting open. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Let's do it again. One more time each side. Drop that down. Reach this over. Inhale deep. Exhale it out. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Good. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Other side. Reach this over. And inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And one more time, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale, sweep this up, clasp our hands at the top, press our palms towards the ceiling. Let's lengthen up through the torso here. Ooh, man, my arms are like sore today, or Bernie burn. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale, big sigh out. 2 more times. Inhale it here and exhale, big sigh out. 1 more time. Inhale it deeply here and exhale, big sigh out. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those arms out in front of us. Take our arms out to our side, press our palms up, make some fists, roll our knuckles in towards the wrists, and then exaggerated bicep curl. Let's do a little bit of seated cat and cow here. So let's go ahead and open that chest up, inhale, and then round that elbows together. Let's inhale and open, exhale and round. Inhale and open, exhale and round. 1 more time, inhale and open, and exhale and round. Good, bring ourselves back to center, arms out, palms facing down. Good, roll those shoulders back. Very nice. Ugh, fly away here. And roll those shoulders forward. Good, let's drop our chin to chest. And then lift our eyes to sky. And then chin back to chest. And then eyes to sky. And chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. Good, bring that head back to neutral. Let's go ahead and look over to the right. So thinking about that chin going to the shoulder. Head back to center, to the left. Chin to shoulder. Head back to center. Drop our chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Good. And just taking this from side to side. Neck half circles here. Good. Go ahead and drop that chin to chest. And lifting that head up center. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's go ahead and exhale, clasp our hands behind us if you can. Now, if your arms are tight, chest is tight, you can always use a strap here to hold on to. You can wrap that strap around your hands and use that strap because that will help to open up those shoulders. It'll help you get that. Okay, this piece of hair is driving me nuts right there. Got those arms clasped behind us, opening that up. Good, let's look over to the right and look to the left. And look to the right and look to the left. Very nice, head back to neutral. Good, and release those arms. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's go ahead and take that left hand, drop it across to our right thigh. Right hand follows our spine down, so you can take your thumb and you can take your thumb, follow your spine down to the floor and then twist it here. Ooh, that is a good spinal twist. Let's breathe it twice here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it. And again, inhale it deeply and exhale it. Very nice. Bring ourselves back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. As we exhale, this time let's take our right hand to our left thigh. Left thumb follows our spine down towards the floor. And then a nice spinal twist on this side. Ooh, that feels good too. Oh, spinal twists are feeling good today. Let's breathe it twice here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Good. Ooh, kind of want to stay there. Bring that back to center. Very nice. We can take that pillow if you're sitting on one and you can move it off to the side. We are going to do our windshield wipers again, but this time we're up high. So let's go ahead and lean it back, take our feet wide, and let's drop our knees side to side. Ooh, and you can pick up your feet. That feels good. See, it feels even better now. Now that those hips and glutes have been warmed up a little bit. Yeah, just taking that from side to side. Love this. Good. Let's keep our right leg in front. A nice zigzag right here. Sit ourselves up tall in the center. Let's look to the left first, or twist to the left. Twist to the left first, a nice tall twist. And I'm looking forward to this big twist to the right. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, big twist to the right. If you're hyper flexible, then maybe your inner thigh glute is still on the ground. If you're regular flexible, then maybe your hip and glute are lifted. You can be twisting as deeply into this as you want. Maybe you can take your neck, your chin, and look over that shoulder a little bit further. And breathe. Breathe it deeply in this wonderful twist. And then let's bring this to center and let's twist quick to the right for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last one, ooh, and back to center. As we are in center, we're going to hinge forward. Now, maybe you have that block there from when we had it, when we were using it on the floor, and you can use that block for support here. If you don't, you can also have hands on the floor, but we're trying to work at keeping our glutes down on the floor in this forward hinge. And that might not be, so you might not hinge very far forward, and that's okay. Especially if you've got the tight hips, tight hip flexors or tight low back. Your hinge might be very tiny. That's okay. It's still something. It's something different. Let's breathe it here. Inhale and exhale it out. Good. And now we can take it opposite and lean it back again. And let's go ahead and windshield wiper those legs again. Ah, that's good. Good, let's keep our left leg in front and sit this up tall center. Look to the right, so tall twist to the right. And then we get our big twist to the left. Yay, big twist to the left. Oh, goodness. Feeling that today, that feels good. And again, maybe you're able to take your head, look over that shoulder. Just that wonderful big twist. And let's take this to center and let's quick twist for 4. Take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last one and back to center. Bringing ourselves center, center, center. And let's hinge it forward. Wow. This side is different than the other side. So maybe you're recognizing that in you as well, or maybe not. Maybe yours is the same. But this hip does not want to sit on the ground at all. It does not want to stay on the floor. And just recognizing that. And breathing. We've got that. It's again, your hinge might be minuscule, and that's okay. That's kind of what we're working for here, is just those minuscule movements of releasing and breathing. Good. And then let's go ahead and release that. Let's lengthen our legs out in front of us. We'll find ourselves in a boat pose. So let's press our heels into the floor. Knees are bent. Let's lean it back, lengthen through our arms, shoulders away from our ears. So finding this core boat pose. Love this right here. Let's breathe it 3 times. Inhale it deep and exhale it out. And inhale it deep and exhale it out. And inhale it deep and exhale it out. Good. Let's bring our arms behind us. Fingers are facing towards our feet. Let's bend our knees even more, flatten our feet into the floor, and let's lift ourselves up into a reverse table. So let's, lift that up. Strong reverse table. I love this pose because you get a lot of good stretching in here, but it just feels strong to be in this pose because you can lift and be supported. You're supported by your strong legs, supported by your strong arms, but you're stretching and strengthening so many things at the same time. Very good. That neck is neutral, so you're looking slightly forward or slightly above you, but not way above you. Neck is not crunched. Let's go ahead and breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. 1 more time. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good. Drop that pelvis down. Let's lengthen right into a staff pose. So into one of our hardest poses that we do. Let's lengthen up through our arms, lengthening through our legs. Our feet are flexed, our legs are flexed. Very strong, sitting right down into our sits bones. So sitting right down into those glutes. Lengthening here, let's breathe it. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Again, big deep inhale and exhale it out. 1 more time, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Very good. Release our arms down. Let's bring our right leg in. Give our right leg a nice big hug. Hug that in just like we did when we were on our backs. I love all these movements, and we do this on our chair. They're all there. It's the same movement, but when we do it in different places, we get different areas. So let's go ahead and take our leg over, wrap our left arm around, and let's, again, you can take your thumb, follow your spine down towards the floor, place that hand on the floor, and then a big twist here. Good. Let's keep that left leg engaged. So that means that we're keeping it flexed and we're keeping it awake. Engaged, flexed foot. Ooh, that feels very, very good. Not forgetting to breathe here. Let's go ahead and twist towards the inside. So twisting to the left. Big deep breaths here as you're twisting to the left. Wonderful. Bring this back to center. Give that a big hug again. And then let's go ahead and release that right leg. Now let's take our left leg, bring our left leg in, and give our left leg a nice big hug. So hug this in. Good. Let's keep that right foot flexed and active. Let's take our left leg over our right. Wrap our right arm around our left leg. That left thumb can follow your spine down towards the floor. And ooh, big twist here. Breathe, breathe it, breathe it. And then let's twist it towards the other side. So twisting it to the right. And bring this back to center. And now let's bring both of our feet together. Sit this up tall, scooting ourselves in, and oh yeah, that nice butterfly. Opening that up. Trying not to round ourselves forward or hinge ourselves forward. We're trying to sit this up tall. It almost feels like you might fall backwards. And if you fall backwards, it's okay. You're at your house. You're good. Breathe it here. Very nice. And let's go ahead, simple cross leg pose that, hinge it forward. Now we get to hinge that forward. Good. And then turning this hinge forward or turning the simple cross leg, we're going to bring ourselves forward, just moving ourselves forward onto all fours. There we go. And we can place our blocks where we want them for when we get to our sun salutations. We are on all fours now. Let's go into some cat and cow. So let's drop our belly to the floor, take our eyes to the sky, inhale. Round our spine, chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round our spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round our spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good. Let's flatten through our back, bring our abdominals in. Let's take our right leg out behind us, flex through our foot, and we'll go into our bird dog. So our first balance. If it's available, you've got your right leg out, you've got your left arm out. So we've got this nice quadruped position, but with just one leg and with just one arm. Good. Let's go ahead and take elbow to knee 6 times right here. Bring this in for 6 and reach. It's 5 and reach. It's 4 and reach. 3 and reach. 2 and reach. And last one. Let's reach it and hold it here. Very good. Inhale deeply. And exhale it out. Release the arm. Release that leg. Very nice. Cat and cow again. Let's do a few cycles here. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. Drop that belly. Inhale. Round that spine. Exhale. Good. Flatten through that back. Let's do that. Bird dog on the other side. So let's go ahead and lift that left leg up. Flex through that foot. Lengthen through right arm. Holding this balance here. So good for that body. It's also very good for that brain too, having to do these opposing things. Let's go ahead and take elbow to the knee. Let's go 6 times. Let's bring this in and extend. Bring this in and extend. Bring this in and extend. We've got 3 more. Bring this in and extend. 2 more. Pull this in and extend. 1 more. Elbow in and extend and hold. Let's hold this here. Inhale deeply and exhale it out. Good. Release the arm. Release that leg. Let's take ourselves back into a nice child's pose. And you can have your toes together, knees apart, or knees together. However you want to do this child's pose. I think I want to do wide legs today, since my hips are extra tight. Ooh, that feels good. So we've got ourselves in that nice child's pose. And breathe. Looking at our hands, at our fingers, let's walk our hands over to the right. Take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand, and then let's try and get that left glute to that left heel. Ooh, and you can get that extra side stretch here. Use a deep breath, big breath to open that up. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's walk our hands over to the other side. So walking that over. Now right hand's gonna go on top of that left hand, and now we're trying to get that right glute to that right heel. Ooh. The fronts of my feet are feeling this too. Let's breathe it deeply here. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. Good, bring this back to center. And let's take it back on all fours, and we're gonna move into our downward facing dog, our first downward facing dog, and we're gonna stretch through our spine first. So let's curl our toes under, keep our knees bent as we lift our tails to the sky. So lifting that up, tails high, lengthened spine. Oh, and enjoy that stretch in the spine, but not only in the spine, enjoy that stretch in the armpits. Oh, that feels good. And in the legs. And that head is nice and low. So this is our first inversion. Head is lower than that heart. You might be feeling it. And let's begin to pedal our feet. Pedal our heels down towards the floor. Good. And then our heels are going to find some stillness down towards the floor. In this wonderful downward facing dog, remembering that our downward dog, whenever we're doing our sun salutations or at any point in our practice, our downward dog is always our restorative pose. It's where we kind of catch our breath, bring ourselves back to the present. It's your rest pose. And what a good rest pose it is, because it's an automatic inversion. Our head lower than our heart, having to reset that mind, reset that body. Good, let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. So let's go ahead and take that forward. We don't need our blocks quite yet. You can have your feet touching or a little bit apart. Up to you, flat into the floor, feet are flat into the floor. Let our arms just dangle. So we're right here in this nice forward fold, ragdoll forward fold. Letting those arms dangle, letting that head dangle. Let's take our opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. And maybe you're feeling this in your hamstrings, maybe you're feeling it in your back. And breathe. Maybe you feel extra stiff today. Use that deep breath to help expand and open up those tight corners of your back, all up and down your back. Good. Release our arms. And let's go ahead and grab those blocks. Let's inhale and lengthen into a nice tabletop right here. Nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen it again, flat back. Exhale and release. Now, our head has been low for a little while. We're going to take it up, so take it up nice and slow. Inhale and sweep our arms up. You can take that as slow as you need to. And we're going to exhale it around into a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen, flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into a chair. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to go back into a lunge. Left hand is on your block, on the floor, on a chair, whatever height you need it. And we're in that lunge with a twist to the side. So a spinal twisted lunge. Good. Breathing this here. And let's bring this to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a nice and strong top of plank. So we're in that top of plank here. Let's shift that weight forward. Drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Chaturanga. Heart is going to go to the floor. Heart's going to lift up off of the floor. Curl our toes under. Lift and press. Downward facing dog. And there is your rest. And breathe. While we are in this downward facing dog, let's center our weight and go ahead and lift our right leg up. Let's do a single leg down dog just for some strengthening and challenge today. Breathe that. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it. Good. We can release that foot down. Very nice. Let's go ahead and walk both of our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. While we are in the standing forward fold, we've got our hands on blocks. Let's go ahead, press through our left foot, lift our right leg up. So we've got a nice modified warrior 3. So our leg was lifted in our single leg down dog, and now it's lifted in our warrior 3, modified warrior 3. Good. Release that leg forward. Let's inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen, flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into a lunge. Right hand is on floor or block or chair. And let's go ahead and twist that. Spinal twist that. And breathe. And bring this back to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot into a strong top of plank. Again, strong top of plank. Shift our weight. Drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Chaturanga. Heart to the floor. Heart lifts up off of the floor. Ooh. Curl our toes under. Lift and press. Downward facing dog. And breathe. You deserve the breath right here. Very good. Let's center our weight. Lift our left leg up, three-legged down dog, breathe. And this can be challenging. Challenging, yes. Good, let's go ahead and release that foot back to the floor. And then walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Grab those blocks. And we're gonna do that modified warrior 3 on this side. So pressing our right foot into the floor, lift our left leg up. So left leg lifts again, and breathe. And bring that foot back to meet the other foot, standing forward fold. Inhale, flatten that back, nice tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot's gonna stay forward, left foot's gonna go back. Drop our left heel. So now our right heel is gonna line up with our back foot arch, so our left foot arch. And then we're gonna bring ourselves up nice and strong, centered here, into a warrior 1. And we got to practice that warrior 1 on Tuesday with our chair. Ooh, strong warrior 1 here, very nice. Let's open this up into a proud warrior, warrior 2. Relax that face, that jaw, but everything else is strong. Strong, strong working here. Let's go into that reverse warrior. Drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. And release that front leg. Both of our legs are straight. Let's tilt ourselves down into a triangle. Feel free to use that block. I love using a block in triangle because then I can get an extra stretch here. You can also have your hand on your shin, on your ankle, or on the floor, depending on your mobility and flexibility. We've got ourselves in this nice triangle here, and breathe. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves up back into a warrior 2. So bend through that front knee, back into a proud warrior. And then let's windmill our arms down to the floor. Take our right foot back to meet that left foot into a top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Very nice. Let's shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, chaturanga, heart down, lift heart up. Curl our toes under, let them press. Downward facing dog. Breathe. And you can do that side breath. That felt really good. Side breath in this down dog. Let's center our weight. Let's lift our right leg up. So lifting that up again, 3-leg down dog. Lots of single leg movements today. Good, bring that foot back down, and then let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. We've got those blocks. Let's go ahead and press our left foot into the floor. Again, lift that right leg. One more time with that lifting. Yes. And breathe. Release that. Nice standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, tabletop. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back. Drop our right heel. Let's line up our front heel, left heel, with that back right foot arch. Very nice. And then let's go and bring ourselves up into a warrior 1. Good, warrior 1 right here. And breathe. Strong warrior 1. From here, let's open into our proud warrior, warrior 2. Centered weight, knee is bent, face is relaxed. Let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach through that. Good. and release our front leg. Let's tilt ourselves down into, or no, fall over into that whole triangle. And using the block here if you want. If you use the block on the other side, I encourage you to use it on this side as well. Remembering that we want to balance. We want to keep things balanced, both sides. And breathe. Bring ourselves up and back into that warrior two. And let's windmill our arms down. Take our left foot back to meet our right foot into a top of plank. Good, strong top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to front to the knees, uncurl our toes. Chaturanga, heart down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Good, let's center our weight. Lift our left leg up. Three leg down dog. And then go ahead and bring that foot back down. Good. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward, fold, front edge of our mat. We've got those blocks. Let's press that right foot into the floor. Lift our left leg again. Modified warrior three. Nice balance. And then release that down. Good. Inhale, flat back, tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Both feet back to a top of plank. Very good. Shift our weight forward. Drop to fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Take our heart down. Lift our heart up. Curl our toes under. Lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. And we're going to do a few of these simple sun salutations. So let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Very nice. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back to top of plank. I know it's a lot of up and down, a lot of strengthening movement here. Nice top of plank, shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Chaturanga, heart down. Lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl the toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk those feet to meet the hands. Standing forward fold. We're going to do one more of these sun salutations. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl toes. Heart's going to go down, heart's going to lift up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog and breathe. Good. Back into top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, take our heart down, lift our heart up. And we're going to come right into Sphinx pose. So right onto those elbows and just enjoy this low back stretch right here. That the eyes are lifting towards the ceiling or towards the top of like the ceiling as much as you can to get that good stretch in that low back. Pelvis is pressed into the floor. Very good. And then we're going to do some strengthening for our back. Nice. So let's go ahead And lengthen through our arms and lengthen through our legs. So our arms are out, legs are out, and you can have that forehead on the floor, or if you need a pillow between the floor and your forehead, then feel free to do that too. We're gonna go ahead and lift our left arm and right leg, lifting this up and breathing and holding this isometric stretch with the breath. Breathe it here, inhale and exhale. Good, and then gently release that down. Very nice. Let's take it to the other side. So right arm and left leg, isometric, strengthening, hold here, breathe. And then release that down. Let's do this one more time on each side. So let's take that left arm and that right leg. Let's go ahead and lift this up. Let's have 2 breaths up here while we're lifting. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Release that down. Good. Let's take it to the other side. Last time. Right arm, left leg, lift and hold. Let's go 2 breaths here. Inhaling it and exhaling it. And inhaling it and exhaling it. And then release that. Good. Take hands by chest. Press ourselves back into child's pose. Wow. Good for that back. Good back work right here. Oh, that feels very good. Very nice. Let's take our hands by our knees, bring ourselves up, and we're going to take ourselves onto our back. Grab what you need for final relaxation. So if you've got an eye pillow or regular pillow or blankets, whatever you use, grab that. And let's go ahead and take ourselves down onto our backs. Oh yeah. And let's lengthen through those legs towards one end of the room. If you've got that eye pillow, you can put the eye pillow over your eyes. Enjoy the heaviness of that eye pillow, the darkness that brings. But we're lengthening our feet towards one end of the room and we're reaching our arms, fingers towards the other end of the room. Lengthening here, adding a couple inches to our height. Maybe imagining maybe somebody's pulling your wrists, somebody else is pulling your ankles gently. So that you can get that really good stretch. Maybe your low back is able to lift up off the floor here as you are stretching in that. Let's go ahead and inhale it deeply. And as we exhale, let's deflate. So deflating that body, letting those feet just naturally fall open, letting those arms just drop open. Relaxing that low back, that belly. Relax that jaw. That chin, that jaw, that neck. Relax and release the entire body. Sinking and settling. And maybe as we are in this relaxation, you can do a body scan, a simple body scan. So scanning from your toes, through your ankles, up your shins and calves, to the knees. Scanning for any tightness, any tension, any soreness, any heat or cold, just recognizing anything that might feel off. Or maybe you feel really good. Maybe the practice today really opened you up and it allowed everything, it allowed a lot of stress to be released. So keep that stress away. Don't let it reattach. Just let it fall away. You don't need it anymore. Just relaxing the quadriceps and the glutes, the pelvis, and the belly. Relax the rib cage and the chest. The arms, the shoulders, the neck. Again, still relaxing that jaw, releasing it. Maybe letting it just naturally fall open. Relax the face, the eyes. Eyeballs are heavy. Forehead is heavy. Arms are also relaxed. Fingers relax. Maybe wiggle them a little bit. Release them. Few moments of breathing for that whole body. And let's still relax, but bend our knees and tuck our tailbone under. And then let's drop both of our knees over to your most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side and a breath or two here. And then slowly let's begin to press ourselves up, bring ourselves up to a seated pose that is strong and comfortable, supportive for you. And lengthening up through that spine. Ooh, very good. And let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands together and dropping our hands, eyes following our fingers, taking our chin to chest. Good, bring the head to center. And taking our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Taking hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love. Having hearts of compassion and mercy. Knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And let's do one more cleansing breath. Big deep inhale. And big deep exhale. And have a wonderful rest of your day, a blessed day, and we'll see you